Hey guys, it's Billy from FIFTY8, and thank you for watching these series of videos about how I'm navigating reality. In this video, I want to talk about fear. So fear for me is the belief in the lack of love. Because every time I feel fear, it's basically when I come in tune with myself and my energy, it feels very low. And it feels that there is something lacking in me, so then I perceive things out of separation rather than unity with it. And the thing that's helped me deal with my fear is this idea that, fear is just a belief in the lack of energy and love, which is a lie, because we are unlimited creators of energy and it all comes from within us, and we just have to become aware of that concept and that idea. Because we are energy experiencing a physical dimension, so we can experience ourselves in the many ways that we can create matter with energy. And the thing that makes this so important to realize in your life is that every thought sends, if you think about the science of it, let's talk about the metaphysical and then the scientific part. So the scientific part is how our body is influenced by thought. And so every thought creates these amino acid chains in our body, which then enters our bloodstream and communicates to our body everything that we are thinking or listening to, because we are the ones who create the thought within us that we then send to the body as an experience or energy, because thought is our energy. And so then the body becomes affected by every thought we think. And this is important because if you have a closed mind, then you're open to living in survival mode and victimization, because your body is always in lack. It always feels that there is something to fear, that there's not enough love, and there's not enough energy all the time. So then it creates a consciousness that is always the victim. While if you have an open mind, you have a more complete and unified connection with your body, and it begins to believe that it can never die. And that's the whole concept of consciousness, to be able to perceive and understand that your reality is based on your awareness and perception. Everything that you see around you is built from a projection from inside of you. We can't see anything that isn't attuned to our frequency, to our thought pattern, and our beliefs. And the more that you can become aware of the truth of this, that we all create our own reality, things then can begin to change, because you can start to change your energy by changing your thought. Because the brain is the alchemist. It is able to change energy by the power of thought. And the more that we can control our thoughts and emotions, the more that we can become a holistic actor and become whatever we want to become in this world by just changing our energy. Because everything matches your energy, and energy is always a mirror of your attitude, because these amino acids also turn into proteins, which are products of intent. So the more intent you have, the more that you develop stronger proteins in the body for a more focused reality. And the thing that's really helped me to change my awareness is to realize that we aren't these packets of chemicals of the body, which are emotions. Those are just a guidance system for us to follow and use to help navigate reality, because the truth of it is that we aren't these chemicals. We are an electrical charge. And this electrical charge is created by thought, because thought is like electricity. And I always like to show the example of, when you see Star Wars and the Emperor, and he has the power to shoot electricity out of his hands. That's like the power of negative thought. It can disarm anyone and also create a helpless feeling, which is what Luke and everyone feels when they are charged with this electrical power from this Emperor. And that's like the idea of negative thought, or just thought in general, because all thought creates suffering, even positive thought in the mind. Because of positive, there's always a negative. If you always see everything as like a game of chess, or like your hammer, then everything is a nail, and the more that you can get away from this idea of thinking in duality, good or bad, right and wrong, but just in terms of creating only the thoughts that generate energy to what it is that you want to become, then there isn't any suffering, because you're so aware of the thoughts that you think, that there isn't a duality in the thought. Instead of saying, I will become the greatest film director, you have to say something like, I am a great film director. And so those are the differences in being a personality and being a creator, is being so focused with your energy and intent that every thought and word that comes out of you is so powerful and potent that it adds to your energy. And that's why it's so important to insist and intend your desired reality in every moment, because when you do, it'll start to come looking for you. I like to describe it as like hide and seek. You have to play in your mind this idea that you're hiding from a reality that you want to eventually find and seek. And the only thing that's stopping you from seeking it and finding it is that you aren't aware of it. It's hiding from you. And all you have to do is literally become aware of the future reality that you want. And then try to become the feeling as if that already has happened, that you're already living in that reality. And the thing that's so hard is that we have to face these masculine energies of our five senses. And these five senses hold us back from something new and unlimited, because it is always trying to keep a status quo of where it's at. But the more that we can train ourselves to go beyond these senses and become a holistic actor and become every reality that you want to experience, then that's enlightenment. Because in every moment you can change. And that's the whole idea of life and reality, because life is about the unlimited use of energy. And all we have to do is discover how we can use and harness this energy that we are, and disconnect ourselves from any concept that we are matter, that we are the body, that we are the thoughts, that we are even the soul within us, because that is just our guidance system, just like our emotions. It all comes from a place of guidance and being able to become aware and how to use it to the best ability that you can. And like in the film Cinderella, it's a pure example of her desiring, of her wanting a new reality and going to this ball. So all she did was focus all her energy and all her passion and joy for this future experience, which then her divine director came and gave it to her because she was looking for it. And the more that we can become aware of this power inside of us, the more then we can understand how we can change matter by just our intent. Everything in the world has the potential of being whatever you intend it to be. And so for me, I like to think of this power as like our imagination is like our inner wizard, our divine director, our fairy godmother, and the wand is your intent. And everything that exists around you has the potential of being whatever you desire to get you to your dream and your new reality. It is all based upon how much you're seeking it, how much you want to find it, because that's how you become this actor, like a chameleon, and you're able to transform it into any experience that you want to experience on this physical plane of matter. And the more that you can realize how powerful you are by just the changing of your thoughts, your energy, then that is where we need to head to evolve, to rise out of suffering. So thank you again for watching, and I hope this video added a little bit more insight to the power that exists within you, and how fear is not real and is just a chemical guidance to help you to get to where you need to go. So please don't forget to subscribe to 58 on YouTube and join our membership platform on 58magazine.com for more knowledge to empower your life.